Hello friends. Okay friends, so you have been asking this tutorial on installing this so-called GPU installation, okay, for a long time, and I have an access to one system now, okay. So now it will be better so that I will show you how to install cudnn OpenCV with full accelerated inference using GPU. So you can inference more than 1000 cameras. So this is a complete IT product. Okay, so let's first check our drivers. Okay, so let's go to let's just type drivers and update here. Okay, so software and updates, you just go there. First what you have to do is you have to see what is a recommended drivers. Okay, so you have to go to the additional drivers. So you have to know this is a RTX 4000 or 5000, I think. Yes, so okay, and let's see. So we are going to go with this thing. So these are the proprietary drivers. So there is lots of drivers. This SOR package is not that much uh, valid for this, I guess so. Okay, so we can go with this one. We can go with 418, 450 or 470. Before that, we will check what kind of CUDA version is suitable for this. Okay, so wait a minute. So we are checking for the PyTorch installation. We have to check the which CUDA version is suitable for this. So we are going through this CUDA 11.3 and x86. So we have Ubuntu 18.04. Okay, so it is Ubuntu 18.04. It is a local installation, Debian local installation. So the drivers would be given over here. So it is about 465. So in here what it has been given is 470 or something. Okay, so we have to go for the proprietary drivers. Okay, proprietary drivers. So we have to go for the RTX 5000 drivers download. Okay, so this would be the better one, and we have to go with RTX one, and these are all we have to select the version now. So supported products, so just maximize this. So in here what it has given is 475. So the supported products are RTX 5000 is over here, and additional informations have been given. But the point is, with CUDA 11.3 we have only this so-called CUDA 11.3 installation. So we can try this 11.1 whether it does a match for this. Okay, 11.1. So go to the Linux, x64 and Ubuntu and 18.04, Debian local, and you just get down here. It is 455 is given over here, and in here also 455 is given. So in our drivers 455 isn't available, so it is 450. So I think 11.1 we have to also check here. So you have to check this previous version. Okay, when you are going through this, so you have this CUDA PyTorch 1.10 which is suitable for this torch vision 0.12 and this thing. So it is only it is in Conda, so you can go with the pip. So you have to check this. So torch CUDA 11.2, torch vision 11.2, CUDA 11.2 is given over here. So we should check the 11.2 also. Okay, because we have to match the drivers, because if it is all automatically available over here, there is no problem with it. Okay, if it is automatically available over here, there is no problem with it. So we will see whether these drivers match with this, or else we have to go with the 475 version, which is being suitable for that. Okay, so go for the Debian local, and it is about 460. I think 460 is given over here. No. Okay, so we have to go to the previous version, maybe CUDA 11. Okay, CUDA 11. So let's go with the Cuda 11, and let's see Linux, x86, Ubuntu 18.04, Debian local, and 450, and 450 is given over here. Okay, so Nvidia derivative 450 is given over here. So we have to search for the Cuda 11 support here also. So torch vision over here, so it is 11.2 CPU. Okay, it's not GPU. So 11.1, and we have to go with the 11, but 11 is not available over here. So 11.1, and because you have to match everything, if you don't match it, it will not work. So Cuda 11.1, 10.2 is here, 11.1 is over here, and because you have this 450 server installation, or else you have to go with this actually it is a release, this driver is being released for RTX, or I don't know, this is for this thing. So we have to go for the RTX 4000 Nvidia drivers, new drivers, and we have to get down here, and actually 54, 57 is given over here, and RTX 500. Okay, 457 WHL, unofficial website, please don't use this. Okay, so official driver search, go here, and this is Quadra RTX, and it is 5000. Okay, so we are going to use Linux 64-bit. Okay, Linux 64-bit, it is supposed to be, yes, it's not ARC, it's 64-bit, English, US recommended, all, and just give a search, and you have 510, 495, 470, which I think it's suitably which is for 11.3. let's see whether it is available. For 11.3, you have to go with Cuda 11.3, and you have to see what kind of drivers they use. Okay, go to the Linux, go to the x64, Ubuntu, and 18.04, not this, Debian local, and in here 465 is given. Okay, so you have to go here, and 465, 460 is available over here, so we can't use this, so we need 465. 470 is also given over here, but 465 is not given over here. So let's go with 11.2 now and see 11.2. okay, go to the Linux, x86, Ubuntu 18.04, Debian local, and 11.2, and the driver details are 460, and the 460 matches with this. Okay, in here you have this 460 Linux display drivers and all those things. So it is this is the official website, please don't use any other website. It was released in thing, and the drivers are 460.27. there is no need to worry about this 0.27 or these things, because you have to only worry about these things. So you can go for this Linux display drivers. Okay, and hope it's good, I think so. So added support for so let's reconfirm it again. It is Quadra RTX, and it is 5000 RTX series, Linux 64-bit, and let's search, and it's supposed to be 460.84. so it is 460.84. I think that even doesn't match, I think so. So we have to go with 11.3 would be better, but I don't know why it is not available. 4.60, 4.95, because you need here, because in previous versions, in 11.2, Cuda 11.1, 11.1 it is given over here, torch vision, Cuda 11.1. Okay, let's go with 11.1. Linux, because you have to be very patient when you are doing this, because this is a one-time thing. because if there is a mistake we have to change this. So 455, I think 455 is available, I guess, because I am very cautious on drivers, because drivers are very sophisticated in sense they will not work. So 11.1 also doesn't match. 455 for 11.2. What about 11.2? 2 or 11.3, I guess. x864, Ubuntu 8.64, and Debian local, and it's 465 only. So in here what has been given is 510, 470, 450, 418. Wait. Okay, so we can we have Cuda 11.2 here. So Cuda 11.2 kit, and for PyTorch for 11.2 it is available over here. So you have to go to these versions. So 11.1 is only available. Wait a minute. 11.3 is over here. 11.1, 11.3, and 11.1 is over here. 11.3 and 11.2 is not available over here. I don't know why. Because searching for these drivers is not a small deal. So we have to go through these things. 11.1, and so far 11.2 is not available. So let's search another time for 11, whether it's working for 11, because if we have the proprietary drivers in 11, it's our luck. Okay, we can go with it, because it has to match with this any of these things. Okay, x864 and Ubuntu and 18.04, Debian local, and 450. Yes, it matches. Okay, so we can go with this Cuda 11, and we have this Cuda 11 over here, I think so. So 11.1 is given over here, 11.3 is here, 11.1 is over here, and 11.1, 11.1, 11.1. So you should have here, actually you have this Cuda 11.1. So we can first install this one. Okay, we can first install this one. What they are telling is that they are telling you to install this 450 drivers. So we have this 450 drivers over here. So we will select this. Okay, we will select this. And you have to note that for this 450 drivers, as it has been said over here as 450, and this is Cuda 11. Now we are going to download this Debian local. So first we have to apply this. Okay, we have to apply the changes, and we have to restart the system, and again we have to do that. Okay, so let's apply these changes for 450, and the drivers are 450 over here, and it is also being intimated over here. So we will start to install it. So it is 450 proprietary drivers Nvidia. Let's apply it. Okay, let me type the password. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to type the password. Wait a minute. This Cuda 11, we are going to apply this and we are going to use it. So we will be restarting it again. So note, this is Cuda 11 and there will be no changes, and this is 450. Okay, so it's being installed. So let's wait for some time. So soon after your drivers are being installed, you have to check NVCC version so that you can install this Cuda 11, and you have to note that this is supposedly this is Cuda 11, so you have to be very careful. Okay, so we have installed this 450 package, and now what you have, before restarting the computer, you have to download, you have to note that we are going to use Cuda 11 toolkit, and you have the option for this over here. So you just copy this. This is Conda version, but you can also have your pip version over here. So it is available here. How to do this is, you just go to the PyTorch website, go to the previous version, and you just scroll down, because you don't have the option for 11.3 so far now. So you can go with this. Okay, so after installing this server, you just close this and you go to the terminal. Okay, and you have to type nvidia-smi. Okay, you have to just type nvidia-smi. Okay, nvidia-smi driver is installed. Latest driver is, make sure that latest driver is installed. We have installed it, but the problem is, okay, we have to install the Cuda toolkit also, but the problem is that in here you have that you have to restart the computer now. Okay, you have to restart the computer now. So we will surely restart it. So nvidia-smi. So just type it over here. Okay, so you are getting this fail, but you can again check it. You can go here and go to the software updates. Okay, and go to the additional drivers and wait for some time. And again we are going to go to the Cuda 11 and we are going to install this. Okay, so it's again okay, it's in the 450 proprietary, so we have automatically done. If you don't want to do that, you can go with this, but matching it would be a very big task. Okay, so let me restart it and get back to you again. Okay, I will just inform the friend and we can go now. Okay, right. We have to restart the computer now. Okay, so again we are going to go inside. So now we are here and it has experienced some internal error. So we had restarted it. Okay, no problem with that. So it's better to send because it could easily repair itself. So now let's go here and again check whether it is at 450, and we have to see that whether the driver is suitable. So sometimes it may be not suitable to the uh, type of graphic card you use. Now we have to return all those things about the details about the graphics card and everything. Okay, okay, it is at 450, so no problem with that. So we can try this command for another time. This in the terminal, we have to go to the terminal and type nvidia-smi, nvidia-smi. Okay, okay, now we are done. Okay, so we are good with it. We have Cuda 11. We have to install Cuda 11 because it is telling, actually you can see that it is telling you to install Cuda 11. It is automatically directing you to install Cuda 11 because it is not suitable with any 11.2, 11.3 or anything. Because so far somebody may have suggestion on this. So this is a 16 GB graphics card and you have a 710 GT graphics card. So I don't think it is just for a video processing. It does not be available over here. So now what we can do is we can go with the Cuda installation and the cudnn installation. So let's get back. So these are the main advice and tips I can give you. When you're doing it, do it what driver it is suggesting to you. So in here it is suggesting 450. So we are going with that. So then it will be like a hot knife through a butter. It will be as easy as possible. Okay, it will be as easy as possible. So let's get started with Cuda installation. Okay, so this is Cuda toolkit, and now what you have to do is first you have to get the pin. So this is just an authentication that you are giving. So you have to give this authentication. Okay, right, you have given it. So you have to do it with sudo because without sudo there could be some problem. Okay, so when you are doing it, you have to enter the password. Okay, right, and the next thing would be you have to download it. It will take some time, so you have to wait for it. So please bear with me. Okay, so let's get download it. Okay, this has to be done completely. If there is any package is broken or something, there could be a big mistake. Okay, so you have to wait very patiently. It will take about 2 GBs, I guess so. Okay, it will be about 2 GBs. So please wait patiently. Okay, so it's getting downloaded. So let it get downloaded. So now we have just downloaded it. Now we have to start to unpack it. Use it sudo dpkj. So let's unpack it. So let's paste this. Just you have to paste one by one. Okay, and you have to note that for that 11th version, 450 is only applicable using that proprietary, or else you have to go with that drivers. Okay. So it is just unpacking. There should be no error during this installation, or else you have to reboot and you have to do everything from scratch. Okay, because you guys have been asking to me this for a long time, and that's a great news. So we have this. So let's give this. It has to return okay. Okay, this is just a key, so it has to return okay, and it has returned okay. So these are both the same thing. So you have a sudo update now. And wait a minute, did I just on my mic? Yes, I have on my mic. And let's give a sudo update over here. Okay, and you have to start to install this, and again there should be a one restart. Okay, I'm just using another guy's system, using the team viewer. Okay, okay, let's now install the Cuda. Okay, so there's a lot more to go now. Now we have to install the environment variables, and that's it. You're good to run. Okay, but there's still one more. You need cudnn, right? You need cudnn to run it, and it will give you a full acceleration on the code parallelization of the neural network. Okay, it is highly different from parallelization and parallelization of the neural network. Okay, you have to be very cautious at it. Okay, right. So we redone almost. We are done almost. It will take a long time. It's getting installed so far, so you have to wait for it. Okay, so please wait. After that, we have to install the environment variables. Okay, because all these have been recommended by the thing. I will show you how. You have to type nvidia-smi, which says you have to install the Cuda 11. It is automatically recommended, and these pytorch version also, because our friend is going to use pytorch YOLO v5, and so that I am just doing it for him. And also we are going to have a full accelerated OpenCV, uh, correct one. So please wait. So reboot your system, uh, be loaded. So we have to wait and see. Okay, so it is telling that you have to reboot your system and wait. Okay, so after that you have to install your environment variables, and you have to check whether it's installed or not. Okay, so please wait. Okay, so now what happened is that the installation has been finished. So you have to restart it once again. Before that, you check whether you just type CLEAR. So again, I am telling you two things in this, that you have to note that these are the correct procedures you should do. First, you have to type NVIDIA-SMI, and so NVIDIA-SMI has failed driver mismatch. Nvidia, maybe spelling wrong or what, I don't know. NVCC BRSI. Okay, so we have to just restart it. So that's the problem. There is now no problem with that. Okay, wait a minute, I will tell you. So NVCC version Nvidia, and again you go to the drivers and make sure it is correctly placed. 450 is correctly placed. Okay, you just go here and yes, 450 is correctly placed so far, and there is no problem with that. But nvidia-smi, okay, NVCC version or nvidia-smi has a mismatch, it is telling. So we will figure it out. So before that, you go here, gedit, and guess so, not like that. Gedit, okay, gedit bahrc. So gedit, sorry, bahrc, bashrc, and you just go down and check whether this environment variables has been set. So far it has not been set, so that may also cause the problem. Okay, so you can go here and type 11 Cuda 11. So you have it here. So this is the thing you have to export. So you have to type this bash rc and everything. So you can also do the other way. Okay, so it will be better that you go with this installation guide to the Cuda toolkit. Go down and select the proper one. Not this one. These are all cudnn one. Move package, install sudo config cyper. Not this, not this, this, this. Okay, quick start guide. So let's type export. Export. Okay, now you have it over here. So it is export ld path, and you can give this in a both manner like given over here. So it is export ld path and user lib Cuda. You can give it in this manner or the other way. Okay, or this way you can give it. So anything would be better. So small cookies. So you can go with so export user Cuda, export path and LDB or like this, and export path, export. Okay, we can go with this. So we will select these things too. Okay, so you don't need this hash, this dollar symbol, I guess so. So you just go here, you just go over here and just paste it, and you just what you have to do is you have to take this out and just type 11 point. Okay, you have Cuda 11 installed, right? You have Cuda 11.02 installed. Okay, so it will be 11.02. So you just put it over here. Okay, 11.02, and you have to put it over here also. Okay, so this has been taken from here. Okay, this has been taken from here, which has been intimated, and it has been given correctly. And now what you have to do is you have to save this. Okay, you have to save this and check it again. So it is export uh, uh, this kind of environment variables you are giving. And now what you have to do is you have to close this. Okay, and come over here and write source ASHRC, source -rc. Okay, now it doesn't show any error. Okay, it doesn't show any error. So we will check it again. Okay, we'll check it again. So let's go with nvidia-smi. So it's a mismatch. NVCC version. Okay, it still doesn't show. So we will go for a sudo restart. Sir, I'm going to restart it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we are going to restart it. So we have just installed the environment variables and everything. So now it's going to reboot and we will get back again. Okay, now we have just restarted the computer. So let's now go and check whether the drivers are correctly situated. And again, because you have each time it may just jump over other thing. Okay, so you have to be very careful at it. Okay, so it should be at 450. Okay, I think it's at 450, and you have to check the terminal for the correct installation. TR terminal. So you have to go here, Nvidia, and type SMI. Okay, again we have here done it. NVCC and type VERSION. Okay, done. We are done with it. Okay, we have done with Cuda and cudnn installation. And again, I'm telling you, this gedit bahrc. Okay, I'm telling you, these are the details I am giving you again, very important details. So the main thing is that you have to note that actually this is recommending the Cuda version. Cuda 11 it is recommending. And again, what you have to do is, for this NVCC version, this is the correct path. Okay, this is the correct path you are giving. Okay, it's over here. You have to give it at the bottom. Okay, I hope I will give you this as soon as possible in the description section. Okay, I'll give you in the description section. So let it be over here. Okay, this is the thing. So this is the way you have to do it. Okay, again you just take a very good look at it, export path in a Cuda. And now what happened is that after doing this gedit bahrc, you have to do source bahrc, source bashrc. Okay, that's it. And now Cuda 11 has been installed. Okay, so let me ask another permission. Okay, so now let's go for the cudnn installation. Okay, now we are here, and you have to check for the correct version of it. So it is cudnn 11.x 11.1, and it's given over here is Cuda 11 11.1, and all those things are given over here. So we can go with this one. It is cudnn, and this should be the thing. Okay, this should be the thing. So cudnn 11. So we are going to also install cudnn 11, and we are going to have a check at it. Okay, we are also going to have a check at it, and how to check it also I will tell you. Okay, so wait a minute. So we can use this. We don't need to verify the copy the sample files. So first would be libcudnn amd64.deb lib. So we have to install over here. So now the first thing would be this libcudnn 7.6 Cuda 10.2 AMD 64. Everything looks the same, dev and doc. Okay, now the first thing would be without dev and doc you have to install. So you have to go here and without dev and doc, so it is 18.04 over here. So code and runtime samples, if you need samples you can also download these samples. So what they are suggesting here is first would be code and 11 point sorry 11th versions. So it is code and 11 8.0.5. so it could be code and code samples developer library runtime library, again code samples runtime library developer library. So it is again code samples, so it is over here 8.04. So we can go with this thing. Okay, so we have to log in, so we will tell our friend to log in. So now what happened is that you have to go down here, so it is code and 8.05 I guess. Okay, so you have to go here, so it is 8.05.39. so it's over here I guess. Okay, and after that you have to go here 18.05, and you have after you logged in you will have this, you have downloaded this, and the second one would be code sample is not needed. So this is 20.04 and this is also 20.04. so this is also 20.04. We need 18.04 over here, and another thing is here over here, so we have to also do run this. Okay, and we have to also download this. Okay, so I think both are the same. Oh no, they are not the same, because you have without dev it is given. Okay, without dev it is given. Okay, it is the runtime is different from dev, and another thing would be one is dev and another thing is doc I guess. Okay, another thing is doc. So in here you have to download this. Okay, so far doc is not given over here. So 18.04 only has runtime and developer. So in here what happens is that you have to run this thing and this thing, so doc is not given. So if it's not given, that's not a problem. Okay, so we can go with that. So now what we have to do is we have to download 18.04 runtime and developer. These are just code samples in 18.04. so if it is available you can download it. Okay, so these are just samples. So if it is available you can download it. So let's go to the show downloads, and let's go to the show in folder. Okay, now it's over here, and you just go here to the open in terminal. Okay, and you're in downloads now. So just minimize this, get back here, and you have to do this ls kind of thing. Okay, you have to do this ls kind of thing, so that you can see what kind of packages are given over here. So first thing you have to install is this one without dev or doc. Okay, this you have to remember it like that. So you have to install, you have to type the sudo dpkg, sudo dpkg minus I. Okay, sudo dpkg minus I. Wait a minute. Okay, sudo dpkg minus I. Right, it has been done. And without dev or doc, which file is there, you have to take and run it. So in here you have only samples, and in here there is a runtime file, and that is supposed to be so that is development, and doc is not given. So the first file would be this file. Okay, you have to take this and run it. So you have to just paste it. Okay, first you have to run this and give your password. Okay, so the another one would be the dev one. Okay, so it's just unpacking it. So wait a minute. Okay, it's done. So this one is done. So the next one would be the dev one. So you have to take this one. Okay, this one, and the another thing would be the samples one, and just paste it. Before that, wait a minute, friends. Let me see. I'm recording it. Okay, so just type. So this is supposedly dev. Okay, right. And the third one would be the samples. So this is the command what you're going to use, and you can just copy your samples and you can verify it. And update alternative cudnn.h in auto mode. Okay, that will be, I think that will not be any problem to that. So the another one would be the samples what we have downloaded twice. We should not download it twice, so we will just, so there is also an auto package installer for .deb. Okay, okay, right. So now just copy this to cudnn samples over here. Okay, okay, it cannot be copied, that's not a problem. So uh, so you can run this. If failed, actually, if the running failed, you can take this cudnn.h and you can you have to see whether this test is getting passed. Okay, so now not with any delay, we will see whether the cudnn is installed correctly with the indirect way of testing it using YOLO v4, but we are you're going to use YOLO v5 actually, our friend. Okay, this is another project, so this is nothing else to do, so we will check with that. So YOLO v4 LXCAB. Okay, and get back here, go to the darknet. Okay, and what you have to do is you have to copy this and get back here. I think Git is not installed, I think so. So we have to install Git Clone, and we will check whether Git is installed or not. Let it be like that. Okay, it is just getting the darknet over there. So here's our darknet. So now what we have to do is we have to take a text file and we have to compile and see. This is an indirect way of testing. Okay, whether cudnn is installed. So we can go with this, or else we have to restart the computer and test it. Okay, so we can go with this and take the make file. And before we do that, we have to go to a special website for RTX 5000. Okay, so before we do that, okay, so we have to go here, RTX 5000 on this Aeron DK GPU architecture. Aeron DK GPU RKTECTURE. Okay, and you will get this matching architecture, CUDA architecture. These are the most important ones you have to know. Okay, when you get here, what you have to do is you have to just type Control F and type 5000. Okay, so this is RTS 5000 and the type of SM CUDA architecture would be 75. As you can see, Quadra RTX 5000, it is 75. So you have to come here, and what you have to do is you have to take all these deprecated one which are no more needed, and you have to get back here and just type in here any part of this. Okay, so you can get back here and just type 75 and 75 and 75 and take this and uncomment this. Okay, Okay, done. So you can now compile and see this Cuda. So we have not installed OpenCV, so we are not going to compile with OpenCV and cudnn off. Okay. So these are all kind of processors, core and all those things. So we will save this. So our compiled architecture for RTX 5000 would be 75. So we are going to indirectly compile this and test it. If it is compiled, then it's okay. Okay. So we will see, we have to cross our hands or else we have to restart and do it. So we will go here, open the terminal and make. Before that, we will see whether our make file is good. So it is cudnn off and all those things, not like that. So let's go to the text editor and take this here. Okay, take this here and 75 gen code 75. So this should work. So let's see, let's cross our fingers. So far so good, there were no errors now. Okay, there seems to be some waftall errors, but it is going good. Okay, all those obj files should be created over here, .o files. Okay, so only just warning is given. So this is an indirect way of testing it. So we have successfully done it. We have installed cudnn and everything. So in order to check it again, you have to type this function. Just type for actually in darknet. Actually you have usage function. So now Cuda and everything is installed properly. Now you have your installation, and that's it, friends, for Cuda and cudnn. And we have one more installation on OpenCV, which will be done in another video. So I hope this would be a very great help to you. All guys are using Colab and cloud computing things, so you should nearly convert yourself to an GPU architecture of this format. So we have just compiled everything now. So there are only one more thing. I'll just ask my friend. Okay, now what happens is that you just type NVIDIA SMI. Okay, and now you have Cuda 11. This is only for testing the drivers, and it will automatically recommend you to the Cuda version. Okay, so now what happens is that this is being done. Then the next thing would be your NVCC --version and you have the Cuda installed. Now what happens is that in order to check this kind of thing, we are using the darknet, and the darknet has been installed properly. So we are just going through it. So darknet usage function has been installed, and as it has been compiled correctly. There were no errors during the installation, so we can conclude that cudnn and everything has been installed properly. So in order that, what you have to do is, in your make file, if you want to run it for OpenCV, you have to change this to 1 if you have installed OpenCV for C and C++. So doing it on a Python is a different concept. How to accelerate it with a Python, I will teach you how to do that after a minute. So thank you guys for this patience, and thank to my mysterious friend, okay, who gave a chance to us. Okay, thank you people out there. Okay, so very thankful to everyone. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm just closing. Just like, share and subscribe our video. Let's go with this. Thank you.